They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one... The Buckeyes ready to get this thing started and open the season. He'll start the return inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Rebels offense will get first crack at it here. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and out.
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. And this crowd loves a good pass rusher in the line of Chase Young, the Bosa's, Jim still wagging. The Buckeyes can get after the quarterback.
Yeah, and when the crowd's going nuts like it does in the shoe, it just makes it easier to rush the pass. The snap count is silent. It's predictable. And then you pin your ears back, and that's why they've had so many great pass rushers at Ohio State.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. They'll run play action. Going to try to get it himself.
He does a really good job here. You want to get a huge play. You've got to push the ball down the field. You need a bunch of yards. But wait a minute. Now you can just tuck it, scramble, go get you a bunch of yards. Now put you in a great third down situation. Real heads-up play by the quarterback.
Pocket breaking down. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
After watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up. He's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
Great place to start for this offense. Motion from the back. They'll try the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quick completion to the right. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Third and long, and they'll need to get it close to the goal line to convert. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Coming out on first down with the play fake. They're working that left side. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Rebels want to pick up the tempo. Going to swing it on second down. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Punt is on its way. Makes the catch at the 45. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Oh, he's got a chance. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he ran away from defense to take it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. The give from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
And the Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. He's up to 57 yards on the ground, and they wanted to have an identity as a running team, and he's giving them that in the season opener. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had his 2nd right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Looking to fire. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Rebels in the hurry-up. Quick pass on the fly motion. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
On third down, he drops to throw. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. And the Rebels will punt this one away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Trying to beat the D deep. And that's going to be incomplete, going from broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Cotton. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. It's complete to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Ready to fire from the pistol. They'll go to the ground. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up for the first down. He's now up to 75 yards rushing in this game. What a way to start the new season. Finds his big tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Man, what a picture-perfect start to this football. Like, offense doing their job, defense getting the ball back in this offense. I tell you what, it is an impressive unit to watch. They were good on tape all week studying them. They're better in person, and they are out the gate strong in this first quarter.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Off-play action on first down. Finds the tight end. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain. They've got a first down here to open the period. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw on first down. A little release to the back. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Got his man. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. They just keep firing. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior. The Rebels will send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead.
Breaks into the open. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Complete to the left. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. They're going to run it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's got him in the flat. Spins away from the defense. Touchdown, Ohio State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And with the way he's throwing it right now, there are some big names at the top of that record list. J.T. Barrett, Dwayne Haskins, Justin Fields. Might be getting ready to move them down a notch.
And moving those guys down, that's a day. That's the day you dream about. That's the day where the ball's barely touching the ground, you're in a zone, and everything is going your way.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Virginia Tech managed to avoid a bitter defeat by scratching out a narrow victory. This wasn't the blowout some around Blacksburg had hoped for, but it sure beats the alternative. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Rush is on him. Working that left side now. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. And the Rebels decide to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. At midfield, trying to turn it upfield. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Looking to throw on first down. Using the quick game. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Sets up the screen. Quick spin on the ride. Turning it on. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. To the air on first down. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. He'll try to tack on one more. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it out. It's Flowers. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Gets it out fast. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
Gain of 13. And that's good enough for a first down.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Rebels send out the punt unit. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Handoff from the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Right back to the well. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Give him 105 yards on the ground, and with that run, he eclipses the 100-yard mark in this season opener. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in. So now it's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Looking down the middle. Makes a connection. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off play action. Fires to the right. Wide open downfield. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
With the catch, it's Hainsworth. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He's got it. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
Timeout, Rebels.
Looking to throw on first down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Finds his tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. He's got it along the sideline. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. The Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Oh, better look out. Picks up the first down, still moving. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. From the gun, running back gets to give. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Splits the uprights. Good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Columbus for an entertaining first half than you? And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. Time to put an end to the speculation and find out. They're inside the horseshoe.
The Rebels will kick it off to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Nice move there. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. The Buckeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Cotton. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. It's a draw. He breaks a tackle. Got enough for the first. Got a lot of room to the right. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing. Rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Oklahoma was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Sooners performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. Always fun to see two of the game's better teams duke it out at this point of the season. A good barometer, fellas, for both coaches.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The run from the shotgun. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16. It'll be 3rd and long. Gets the back moving. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And his first pass is incomplete. It's tough to come in and fire one early. And the Rebels will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Snagged out of the air. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Looking downfield on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Hauls it in. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. Wants to go up top. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. Fit it in the window for the score.
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
On to attempt the try. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. From the gun, the running back has it. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. He picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The inside handoff. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hainsworth. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
That's a first down for the offense.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Trying to pick it up on the ground. Oh, it's on the ground. Live ball. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. All by himself down the middle. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And they turn it into a defensive score.
You know, the one thing that really worries head coaches coming into week 1 is ball security. You're worried about execution. This offense has done some good things early in this game, but you cannot put the ball on the ground because the defense will make you pay like they did right there, taking it all the way to the house.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. They'll run it from the gun. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Firing to the right, complete. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down.
And that's a first down.
Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the big fella. No chance to run, but still a good gain. And now on second down for this offense.
Second down.
Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Nowhere for him to run again, and now 4th down is going to be a tough one. They boot it away. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. The give out of the gun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Wants to fire on second down. He'll pull it down. At the 40, there he goes. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Good enough for first down.
They go to the ground. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Second down.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. So the final period starts with a second down play. Motion from the back. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Cotton. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Buckeyes are on the move. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Touchdown, Ohio State! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Game 1, you want to come out, put drives like that together, score a bunch of points, and especially at home. Give your home crowd something to get excited about. They have today. They've been jacked up, and they're going to go 1-0.
Lining up to add another.
The kicker on for the extra point.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Catch in the middle, it's Wilkerson. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They're dealing with a second and long. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He's stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare. Sends him back in motion. On third and long, try to convert through the air. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year, and he comes up with a massive play right there.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great.
There he goes. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he added the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Oregon State put one in the win column in convincing fashion. The Beavs had zero issue moving the ball, and that defense held strong in key moments. Talk about a complete performance. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. The Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
And the sack, and this offense has just struggled. They haven't done anything right, and they got a full quarter to go. Like, they got to find something in this next quarter to hang their hat on, something to leave with some positive vibes.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down. And the Rebels will call on their punt team.
A huge gain on the play. Brings up fourth down.
Wants to bring it back. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Creates a little room. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to go up top on first down. Plucks it out of the air. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. The Buckeyes in a good spot here with second and short. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. It's complete on the right side. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. Just drives it between the uprights. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Bounced right back to them.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on
it. The Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Pressure got to him, couldn't get rid of it, and they got him for a safety.
And that's the exclamation point right there. It's been a bad day, man. This offense, they're going to have to find some answers over the next couple of weeks, especially the next week in practice, of who they are, what their identity is, because all they've done today is struggle around and now give up points.
And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20. Hauls it in and looking upfield. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they...
Oh, he's got some space. He's at the... And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds his man. It's Wilkerson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Brings up second down.
Off the play fake. Fires to the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Got room to work. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. Got enough for the first down. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Use the play fake, now to throw. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
The Rebels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. He's got him. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Fires on the move. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Rebels line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll field the punt. They make the stop on the return, but there is laundry on the field. Let's get the call.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was 4th down, now 1st down. He'll take a shot. And that one is picked off in the end zone.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll run it from the gun. Breaks into the open. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.